this episode. Okay, so now we're on Mayo Clinic. Mayo Clinic, one of those that really kind of like burst into the scene, like Healthline, Medical News Today, and Mayo Clinic, and WebMD. Those four like major websites that started to blow up in like 2016, 2018, 2020. So kidney cysts are round pouches of fluid that form on or in the kidneys and can occur with disorders that impair kidney function. More often, kidney cysts are a type called simple kidney cysts, and they aren't cancer and they rarely cause problems. But you do need to worry more about the complex ones. Going further down, symptoms, right? Dull pain in the back or side, fever, upper stomach pain. When to see a doctor. Causes, not clear what causes them. So we're talking about cysts here. We're not talking about tumors or cancer. It's not clear what causes them. One theory suggests that they develop when the surface layer weakens and forms a pouch, fills with fluid, detaches. Risk factors increase as you get older with age, as usual, but also with men. It's more common for men to have kidney problems, regardless of whether or not it's a cyst or tumor or cancer. Complications can sometimes lead to complications, including an infected cyst, infection, a burst cyst, causing severe pain, right? That, cause blood and blocked urine flow if it, obstructs, the ureters. Okay. So, I'm not gonna go further because a cyst is very straightforward, right? That's just Mayo Clinic. Maybe I'll leave this page also open. I don't want to forget about it. All right, so we're back to Bing here, and now we're looking for what is the main cause, main like risk factors for RCC, renal kidney cancer. So, what causes? So, doctors Sumit Kapoor, 9 years in India. Kidney cancer is a cancer that begins in the kidneys. Various causes. Cancer include factors that cause mutations to kidney cells, such as smoking, old age, familial genetic causes, obesity, high blood pressure. Symptoms usually, they don't usually cause symptoms at first, and they may show up as tumor progresses later on. And Jesus Christ, that looks awful. That imaging over there, kidney and the tumor. Oh God. Oh, I'm just looking at that. Oh, it looks gross. Okay, kidney cancer symptoms and causes. Kidney cancer is a growth of cells that starts in kidneys, are bean shaped, alright, going further down. So risk factors summarized from Mayo Clinic according to Bing. Again, we read through all these: high blood pressure, obesity, smoking, older age, long-term dialysis, and genetic familial history. Workplace conditions, exposure to chemicals, certain genetic conditions, and long-lasting infection with hepatitis C, which is a viral infection of the liver. And having kidney stones. There, like I just said it, kidney stones will be a risk factor. And just being a man. So, fuck. All right, 5 sources, and so on and so forth. So there we go, causes. And let's pop on next. Okay, so this is the National Kidney NKF, National Kidney Foundation, 75-year anniversary, I suppose it's out now. So treatment, transplantation, professionals get involved. So this probably has resources to communities of people who are experiencing forms of like kidney cancer. So if you ever find yourself in such a situation, you can definitely find a support group very easily. Kidney cancer, all right, diseases, conditions, starts in the kidneys, lead to tumors, may include blood and urine, and back pain. Again, it's just listing through everything here. So a very comprehensive overview: signs and symptoms, causes, risk, kidney disease, kidney cancer, prevention, types, complications, diagnosis, stages and treatment, nutrition, physical activity, and alternative medicine, coping and support, questions for your doctor, references, and related. So again, I'm not going to run through all of this because they have it in Spanish. Well, this is the States, of course, so they're bilingual, right? So it's English and Espanol. So early signs and symptoms, right? Blood and urine, pain in the lower back, lump in the lower back, unexplained weight loss. We're not going to go through this obviously, because if you couldn't tell, a lot of this will Polish, Italian, Korean, Mandarin, French, Japanese, Hausa, and Swedish. So a variety of languages. Like basically, long story short, a lot of the things that we talked about on medical news today and Healthline already covered. Like this is just going to be a little bit more in depth, but covers mostly the same things. National Kidney Foundation. So I'm not going to go through that, but it's nice to see that, like I said, they have resources, right? If we go all the way down there, it does talk about, like I said, they have a coping and support communities for people who are experiencing kidney cancer, and you need support, and, you know, emotional support, whatever. There are resources there for that. And they also talk, I like how I like how the NKF, they talk here about also dialysis. Studies show that on long-term dialysis have a 5-fold increase in kidney cancer due to kidney disease, right? Dialysis. Okay. Yeah, but like I like how they talk about nutrition here. So maintaining a healthy lifestyle is very, I used to do a healthy lifestyle. It sucks that I've been put into a crisis situation, everything's been fucked up. But general prevention tips: don't smoke, healthy weight, take care of your kidneys, right? You know, blood tests, urine test, ACR, for albumin, glomerular filtration rate. I keep forgetting that. Urine test, blood test, kidney function, GFR, ACR. High blood pressure, high sugar, beware of certain factors. So they talk about like being active, working out, you know, exercising, all that kind of stuff, drinking plenty of water, and avoiding foods that have too much salt content, not eating too much protein, you know. Anyways, that's about it. I don't want to, again, I'll get more different types. Type 1, type 2, PRCC, more aggressive, papillary, renal cell carcinoma. The most common is RCC, clear cell RCC, translocation, more benign, further on and on. Oncocytoma, these start in cells of kidney collecting ducts, and tumors can grow in both kidneys. Okay, in one or both. Okay, quite large walnut. Okay. And then angiomyolipoma, benign fatty tumors. Like I said, this site is this one, the foundation obviously is going to be specialized in kidney cancer. So as a result, they have a lot of information here. I am not going to run through all of this. So I did point out some things that I thought were very helpful, that they pointed out that there's nutrition and stuff like that you can work on. You have to be on a specific restricted diet when it comes to dealing with CKD, kidney disease, and also tumors, renal tumors. So yeah, moving on from here. Let's see where we go. Okay, so we're at Mayo Clinic apparently. I have a tab up for that. And this is Mayo Clinic on not cysts this time, but on kidney cancer. Once again, you see all the common, you know, symptomatology and risk factors: older age, being male, obesity, high blood pressure, smoking or tobacco, some hereditary mutations, causes, it's not exactly clear, changes in DNA instructions, tumor, So further down here, once again, the highlight here, right, just prevention. No sure way, but you can reduce your risk with, you know, healthy lifestyle changes. You know, drink more alcohol. If you drink alcohol, just do it in moderation, if at all. It's better to not do that. Means 1 drink a day for women, up to 2 drinks a day for men. Eat more fruits and vegetables, right? Fiber. Avoid taking large doses of vitamins in pill form, as they might be harmful. So this is something we'll cover in the next episode. Pill form vitamins. Okay. Exercise most days of the week, right? That's why I used to have a daily regimen for exercise, which unfortunately I can't do anymore. Well, it's not that I can't. We're just trying to pick up the pace and get back into it. Maintain a healthy weight. You know, work to maintain that weight. Stop smoke again. So, weight management, exercise. You know, drinking water, eating a right diet filled with fruits and vegetables and fiber. Avoiding high salt content. You know, avoiding processed foods. Drinking less alcohol. Don't smoke. Like really, really common sense lifestyle things that you can do to prevent, you know, development or the risk factors that would preclude, you know, kidney cancer. So it is very, very straightforward. Okay, and this may be the second to last tab we covered. We're already going half an hour in. So I searched up, is there a way to beat kidney cancer naturally, right? So financial help for kidney cancer treatment, several federal and state programs provide financial benefits to those people and families affected by cancer, right? These may apply to low-income households, older adults, and people with disabilities. Summary: maintaining a balanced diet and moderate weight, again, just the same things, is essential for someone with kidney cancer. It is a way to support treatment and help manage side effects. People can help ensure they consume enough nutrients by cooking nutritious meals in large batches and asking friends and family to help with cooking. Some compounds such as curcumin, quercetin, and sulforaphane may be effective, but scientists need to confirm this with human trials. And of course, there are article resources down here: cannabis and cannabinoids, Clifton KK, intermittent fasting, you know, Daniel C.R. et al., large prospective investigation of meat intake, related mutagens, and the risk of renal cell carcinoma, RCC, FDA regulation, eating hints before, after, and okay, so this is, you know, precautions to take during kidney cancer treatment at home. CBD, cannabis, so there's a variety of things you can do. Amygdalin, oil, supplements, yeah, so basically the diet of someone going through this. Foods to eat, foods to avoid, medical versus alternative therapies, traditional cultural approach, standard medicine, complementary and integrative medicine, for those of you who are, you know, who come to appreciate more varied forms. Complementary integrative medicine. So when some people use alternative therapies instead of standard medical treatment, complementary and integrative methods. Diet. We wonder what they should eat if they have kidney cancer. Yeah. Again, instead of specified diet, there's certain things you can't. You have lower intake. So for example, spinach and stuff. Like an example is kidney stones, right? So you don't want to have. It's weird because you have to avoid certain types of green vegetables that usually are very healthy for you, right? So again, it's a very specific diet when it comes to the kidneys, because they are your filtration center aside from your detox, like your detox liver, detoxification organ, right? So unfortunately, sometimes you have to stop eating spinach. We're really jam-packed with nutrients, but someone with like kidney stones and kidney disease cannot have spinach because of high potassium, and potassium is really good for you, but like not when you have kidney cancer or kidney dysfunction. So unfortunately, and same thing with oxalate. Any foods, plenty of fruits, and like with vitamin C gets metabolized into oxalate. We'll touch upon that in the next episode. So foods to eat, to avoid, how to eat during treatment. Advises people with cancer need to adjust their diet. Can be difficult to take in enough calories, so you might experience appetite loss, sore dry mouth, nausea and vomiting, changes in taste or smell, sore throat, and trouble swallowing. Additionally, a person may want to cook in large batches when they have more energy or enlist friends or family to help with meals. Fasting and nutritional deprivation. According to a 2018 review, fasting or diets that mimic fasting may make cancer treatments more effective or reduce the side effects of treatment. Can generate environments in the body that make cancer cells less likely to survive. Fasting, intermittent fasting, you know, increases gene expression within your body of certain mechanisms like DNA repair and tumor suppression, TMR, tumor suppression, tumor suppression genes. Cancer treatments more effective fasting. Okay, but it's, you know, there's a lack of high quality. Reduced pH diet, a little bit more controversial. Some people refer to this as an alkaline diet. Again, not a lot. There's a lack of scientific evidence in the literature to support that. Supplements, be very careful with supplements when you are going through treatment or just having, you know, cancer or disease related to the kidney, because well, we're gonna talk about this soon, but reviews of some compounds have shown promising effects against cancer in some laboratory studies, but they need more human trials to confirm this. Long story short, there are certain types of vitamin pill tablets you can take when you do have renal cancer, and some you really should not take. Precautions. Yeah, so that's it. And I think one more tab we had a lot to talk and yap about. So this one is Healthline. Okay, so medical review by Julie Scott, NDP. I think that means Doctor of Nephrology. Written by Jessica DiGiacinto and Shane Murphy. Alright, so this is 2023. Okay, diet nutrition tips for kidney cancer. So if you have kidney cancer, what you eat could impact how you feel on a day-to-day basis. Even though there isn't a specific diet for people living with kidney cancer, what you eat is crucial to maintaining your health and well-being. So according to the American Cancer Society, more than 76,000 Americans will be diagnosed with some form of kidney cancer this year. Although there isn't a specific diet for people living with kidney cancer, good eating habits are vital to maintaining a healthy body and managing the side effects of cancer treatment. Find out which foods you should eat more of which foods you might want to avoid, and what dietary changes you are to expect during treatment. Before starting a new diet eating plan, it's a good idea to talk with your doctor or physician, okay, as usual, before drastically altering your diet. So what to eat, fruits and vegetables, right? It's a good idea for everyone, but especially for those with kidney. Your nutritional needs may depend on what type of treatment you're on and the stage of development of cancer, because that, unfortunately, if you have renal cell carcinoma, as it progresses, you're going to have to find that your body has difficulty and consistently changes what it can and cannot process efficiently. So it's very frustrating, I think, for those who have this kind of debilitating condition, that you constantly have to make changes to your diet to accommodate for the stage of cancer that you're experiencing. And my sympathies and condolences to those, like really just putting, it's really difficult, tough. So there are a few foods you should make an effort to include in all your meals if possible. Fruits and vegetables, one medium, they're just giving sample serving sizes. Grapes, baby carrots, half a medium potato, 1 cup of raw leafy greens, whole grains, proteins. Again, you'll be, fiber, iron, B vitamins, things that you'll be low on. You gotta be careful not to consume too much though, because again, you have to be wary of not consuming not just too little and being deprived and deficient, but not consuming too much and then causing damage to your already dysfunctional kidneys. Proteins, again, a buildup of food-derived waste in the bloodstream, very dangerous, because proteins, when they're broken down, usually result in ammonia compounds like urea, and that can be very toxic to the body if it stays in the bloodstream. What to avoid: foods that are high in salt, high in phosphorus, like fast food, salty snacks, like I said, processed meats, high foods, packaged like crackers, chips. Foods high in phosphorus may involve reduce kidney cancer. Cocoa beans, again, this is weird, right? Because cocoa and beans are healthy, dairy products healthy, but again, because of this condition, a lot of foods that were once healthy for you, you will no longer be able to eat. They will no longer be healthy. They're still healthy for every other organ system in your body except for your excretory system, which then piggybacks on and then spreads damage to other. So it's very, very sad, I would say, because that's why you've got to take care of your liver, your heart, and your kidneys. They're very important. Your excretory system, your digestive system, and your cardiovascular system. Highly processed food and beverages, again, just obvious. Alcohol, don't drink, but don't smoke. Don't do drugs. In South Park, Mr. McKay, don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. If that wasn't obvious already. Drugs are bad. Tips are no shit. Tips for how to eat during treatment, poor appetite. Okay, so that's it. That's Healthline. All right, but this is like 40 minutes, so I'm gonna end it. That's too long, guys. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. The next one will cover like what's the next one? Next one's gonna be on like what can you eat, what can't you eat with like vitamins. I think vitamins. What are some chemicals like that I searched up that I was concerned about? All right, so we'll talk about that. Borax, vitamin supplements with respect to CKD and RCC. So you guys, everyone, this is a very I was excited to cover this. I'm glad that we covered this, and yeah, looking forward to the next upload, the next Friday series, Medical Mondays with Chubby Ian Moon. That's not what this is, obviously, but yeah, just a shout out. I really enjoyed that channel. I still would if I had the time for that, but I don't. So cheers.